fellow citizens of the world, friends of Rwanda, friends of Congo, friends of Burundi, and friends of France, receive my greetings of peace and ubuntu. April 6, 2014, a call to collective consciousness of each individual member of institutions, corporations, and government involved into bringing about one world government and the host of the army, such as NATO and UN peacekeeping forces and the intelligence agent. April 6, 2014 is 20 years aftermath in Rwanda. This day, every year, is a special day for Rwanda and the entire humanity for remembrance of the loss of two presidents and the entire suite of officials, thus opening the political decapitation in Rwanda and in Burundi, allowing the genocide to be enflamed in Rwanda, and from Rwanda to the Democratic Republic of Congo. Following are few facts to support how April 6 is a special day. While the entire group supporting one world government agenda to reduce the population and take control of the world mineral resources, want people to focus on and remember only the death of 800,000 Tutsi and moderate Hutu killed in the following 100 days after April 6, 1994, the tragedy of Rwanda, Burundi, and Democratic Republic of Congo is appalling every human in the world to pause for a moment, think, and act accordingly. This fact, Rwandan and Western newspapers and mainstream media commonly report that as many as 1 million Rwandans, mostly Tutsi, were killed in the genocide of Rwanda, and only in 100 days following April 1994, April 6. Nonetheless, the 1991 Rwandan census reported that fewer than 650,000 Tutsi lived in Rwanda at that time, and the Rwandan Association Ibuka, a Tutsi survivors group, claimed that 300,000 Rwandan Tutsi survived. Had both these figures been reliable, it is questionable the justice, the respect of lives to these unnamed victims of genocide, clothed in the umbrella of genocide of Tutsi. Moreover, US, UK, and UN-backed RPF invasion of Rwanda from Uganda began in 1990, killing, stealing, and destroying every life and home, leaving survivors on the run, seeking shelter and food since 1990 to April 6, 1994, and thereafter. The run was heard in every corner of the world, especially in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and the pursuing US, UK, and UN-backed RPF army never stopped. Are not these lives killed before and after 100 days equally important to someone as those claimed to be Tutsi? Eventually, the answer is yes. How possible the world media focus only 100 days after April 6, in addition to ignore that the genocide in its specific terms emphasizes on planning and systematic elimination of a target group in a whole or a part. UN mapping report is speakable enough about the genocidal character of the atrocities in Rwanda and in the Democratic Republic of Congo that followed that 100 day. During the invasion of Rwanda by US, UK, and UN-backed RPF, killing did not discriminate men and women, children and old, Hutu and Tutsi, born or yet to be born, and in order to create RPF zone in the northern part of Rwanda, Byumba, and the volcanic area in Ruhengeri. For Rwanda, and therefore, since the genocide references include planned and systematic extermination of a target group, genocide in Rwanda is not limited to the 100 days following the killing of President of Rwanda, Habyarimana Juvenal, and President of Burundi, Ntaryamira Cyprien, and they sued, including the entire crew of the plane on April 6. Rwandan genocide began the day one of the invasion from Uganda. For US, UK, and UN to get involved, there has to be a motive, intent, and a plan. And the end result of invasion of Rwanda, leaving the entire country of Rwanda depopulated, and the invasion and conquest of the Democratic Republic of Congo support this statement. Yes, US, UK, and UN backing RPF from Uganda to Rwanda, thereafter to the former Zaire or the current Democratic Republic of Congo, had a motive and staged plan to take the Democratic Republic of Congo and have control of the rich in natural minerals land of Kivu. UN mapping report is also speakable enough and loud to brag about this systematic extermination that followed in Rwanda and in the Congo. The untold toll of Rwandan refugees massacred in the camps, and the yet to be acknowledged extermination of Congolese, shooting up to more than 6 million, is a silent witness. And now, for UN General Assembly to proclaim April 6 as an International Day of Sport for Development and Peace, knowing that exclusively this day, April 6, is the day of memories of two presidents and the political officials intentionally, knowingly, and willfully killed in the plane, thus igniting the tragedy in Rwanda and in the Congo, is to add salt in the fresh wound. For members of UN and other organizations to honor and focus on the role that sport plays in the society on April 6th, a day of grief for many, a memorable day for the entire world, since April 6th opened an assault against humanity by firing up war, genocide, and crime against humanity. It is a lack of wisdom, a lack of compassion, and a lack of respect of life. And it is indeed an insult to the humankind. Ladies and gentlemen, John F. Kennedy, the 35th President of the United States of America, was assassinated at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, or 18:30 UTC, on Friday, November 22, 1963, in the Lee Plaza, Dallas, Texas. The entire world remembers this president and commemorates the day of his assassination as they celebrate his life. 20 years from April 6, 1994, two sitting presidents, President Juvenal Habyarimana of Rwanda and President Cyprien Ntaryamira of Burundi, were assassinated at approximately 8:33 p.m. Kigali, Rwanda time, on Wednesday, April 6, 1994, in Kanombe, Kigali, Rwanda. Ladies and gentlemen, let us join their families, along with other Rwandese, Burundese, and French citizens, to remember and pay tribute to these two leaders and the officials of these democratic countries. It is undemocratic and shameful for the world powerful countries and organizations to deliberately ignore such an important day as the one of the late President of U.S., John F. Kennedy. This call to collective consciousness is mainly and specifically addressed to UN and NATO member, US, UK, and many world power players to show respect to life and respect to humanity through their representative decision makers, such as was in 1994 the former US President Bill Clinton and his administration, the former UK Prime Minister Tony Blair, the US former Secretary of State Madeleine Albright, and the former UN Secretary Anna Khan, not to mention the current President of Rwanda, Paul Kagame, and the current President of Uganda, Yoweri Museveni, actively involved in execution of the related genocide. This respect to life and to humanity can be also done through recording the many lies about the genocide of Rwanda in the Democratic Republic of Congo and elsewhere. Acknowledge that all lives are equally important to God for the believers and to someone, a mother, a father, a brother, a sister, a friend, a beloved, a secret admirer, and for the building of our world and our humanity. For those fed with these lies, the film The Deluge exposes the truth about it by eyewitnesses. Also, this respect to life and to humanity can be done through stopping wars and crime against humanity by revealing to the public the truth highly kept under the national top secret about their role in the commonly reported terrorism. If DLR, for instance, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, become widely reported as terrorists, yet they were a member of former Rwandan army with duty to defend and protect the people of Rwanda against any foreign invasion or attack. Since 1990 to April 6, 1994, Rwanda was invaded and attacked. True terrorists backed the member of RPF led by the current president of Rwanda and the current president of Uganda with green light and powerful weapon to kill, destroy, and commit genocide and war crimes against humanity in the entire Greek Lake region of Africa, aiming to control natural resources. Last, and more meaningful, recall August 23rd, 2013 proclamation by the United Nations General Assembly of April 6th as the International Day of Sport for Development and Peace. In place, join the families of late Marianne Baziruwiha, former president of Rwanda, family of late Baziruwiha, president of Burundi, and family of all citizens of Rwanda and Burundi and France who lost their beloved in that backed and planned plane crash, to light a memorial candle and shoot them stars among the stars on April 6 every year. Thank you. Peace and ubuntu.